Hi. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, PJX Tang. Hey, girl. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Thank you for being here, sweetie pie, sugar plum. Look at this sunshine in here. I'm so glad to see everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Some crazy shit happened this week in the planet. Okay? Outside of YouTube. Outside of the YouTube. Thank you, Miranda. Yours too. Girl, you're doing amazing. Just keep it up. You hear? Everybody, thank you so much for all the love. I felt overwhelmed with just peace and love and encouragement last night for all of you who are showing up today, and especially for all of you who showed up and left messages on the replay for my birthday video last night. I had such a good time, and I'm just thankful. Hey, Gordo Poppy TV, thank you for showing up and showing out. I really appreciate all of you. Yeah, so there's some crazy things going on. I want you to all please hit the like button, and I'm going to play this little thing, and we'll be right back. Oh my God, I was about to say, I know I did not just say all that and not add myself to the stream. But okay, I think y'all heard me, so I'm gonna pretend like you did. Hey, Lavon, thank you for being here. She says, oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened today alone. I got 6 subs. Yeah, good. And that's the most I've gotten in a day. That's amazing. That's because you're putting out great content. Hey, Rich Bitch, how you doing, boo-boo? Yes, I appreciate you being here. You know I love saying Rich Bitch, right? I love saying that. Okay, so let's get into this content because there's some crazy stuff going on. Okay, thank you, Lavon. And at any time, if you want to chime in, if you know, let me put this keyboard over here because this thing be getting in the way and getting on my nerves. If anytime you want to chime in, let me see if I can do this. I want to get through the content, and then I want you all to come up if you want to and give me your input, your insights. Basically anything you want to say. See if I can pin. I don't want to put myself in timeout. Nope. Let's see. How can I pin this comment? Let me open up my YouTube thing and see if I can pin this thing. Let's see. One moment. And thank you, Miranda, for always. There we go. For always sharing other people's channels. That's what I'd like to do over here. This is how my channel grew, honestly, how my subscribers grew, even because I was networking, and I still do that. But people share my link, share my channel, and I want to spread the same love. Okay. And also, I'm still receiving birthday love. So let me go ahead and do this too. If you want to bless the young kid, you certainly may. And I will graciously accept and say thank you, and I love you. Shout out to you, Mama Bay. All right, so you guys ready to get into this crazy Let's get into it. So, did you guys hear about the woman? I know you're lying. This thing says I have connectivity issues. I don't know why my internet always wants to play me like this. Whenever I go live, it's always something. It's never anything when I'm preparing my show. It's never anything when I'm just dilly-dallying on the streets. It's always freaking when I go live. W is a lie. Okay? How about that? How about that? Okay. Please put a one in the chat if you guys can still hear me, because I'm just gonna hey, the show must go on. This beautiful young lady, I do not know her history. I wish I did. I all I know so far. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the ones letting me know that you can hear me. All I know so far is that this young woman, she was a mother of two, a 1 year old girl and a 7 year old girl. Her ex boyfriend, whom they had a history in their relationship of domestic violence, he literally decapitated her with a sword in the broad daylight in the middle of the street. This is some crazy shit, man. This so the article is from Daily Mail. It says a mother of two. She was 27 when she died, brutally at the hands of her ex-boyfriend, as she was decapitated with a sword in broad daylight outside her home in the Bay Area. This is I don't think it's Modesto County. It's I forgot the name of the county. But her boyfriend allegedly has schizophrenia. And thank God he was arrested, you guys. Thank God he was taken off the streets. But the victim, her name, yeah, she's young with two kids, and she was just trying her best just to raise them up. And I think she had tried to even get away from her abuser. She filed a restraining order, an order of protection against him. But yet, and still, he still tracked her down and did this heinous thing to her. Her name was Karina Castro. She was 27-year-old, mother of two daughters. She was beheaded with the sword outside of her Bay Area home. And again, broad daylight. This happened on Thursday. So this is current news. Her and her children, aged 7 and 1, were inside of the home, thank God, when this murder took place. Her ex-boyfriend's name is Jose Rafael Solano Ladeta, whoever. He goes by Rafa Solano for short. He was promptly, thank God, arrested in connection with her death. Castro had a restraining order. The victim had a restraining order against Landeta, the father of her 1-year-old. And her family is not speaking up about their apparent abusive relationship. Her father's name was Marty, and he's just so broken up about this, as we can all, understand. He had warned her for years to stay the hell away from him. But it's hard when he's the father of your child, but still he was a danger. He was a real danger. So the grandmother Danielle Gannon, I think that's the father's mom, claimed that he is a schizophrenic and he drank excessively on his medication, and now he's scheduled to be arraigned on Monday. This story is just the saddest thing. Like, I can't. So she was beheaded in broad daylight. She's been identified. She was identified on the spot, So let's see. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia. What else did they say? Let me go back to my thing here. Was there anything else in that top? So this is her. They blotted out, they blotted out her daughter. But let's listen to one of the news reports from this situation. Let's see, share Chrome tab. This is so sad, you guys. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you.
A warning now, this next story is extremely grim and very disturbing. A man beheaded a woman with a sword on the street in the middle of the day in front of witnesses. This happened in San Carlos, that's just south of San Francisco. Reporter Dan Noyes with our Bay Area sister station spoke exclusively with the victim's grandmother and has this report.
Hi, hold up.
Danielle Gannon met me outside her home in Vallejo today. She invited me to meet her son, Marty Castro, the father of the victim in yesterday's brutal sword attack, Karina Castro.
She was an amazing girl.
She's an amazing woman. Very stubborn, determined to raise her daughters on her own.
Karina was 27 years old, attended Menlo Atherton High School, got her GED, and worked as a DoorDash driver. She left behind 7-year-old and 1-year-old girls. She had the youngest with a man now held for her murder, 33-year-old Jose Rafael Solano Landeta. The family says he goes by the name Rafa Solano and that he didn't work. I found some rap songs he posted on YouTube.
He is a diagnosed schizophrenic on meds, and he would use that as an excuse for his behavior. He drank excessively, and you're not supposed to do that on those kind of medications.
The family confirms what I learned from law enforcement sources yesterday, that Solano had been violent with Karina and she got a restraining order against in April, continue to interact with him.
And if there's somebody out there abusing your daughter, don't let it go.
Don't take no for an answer.
You will feel responsible no matter what anyone says.
I know. I do too, baby.
In the day before the murder, Snapchat messages between the couple got very contentious. I obtained more than a dozen, most with language too explicit to show here. She threatens to tell the world about his rape conviction involving a minor. Rafa calls her snitch lip and warns her, F around and find out. Karina fires back. You want to put a target on my back? Your homie's going to know the real you. And threatens to expose his sexual relationship with another man. She adds, dude, go ahead and try and take me out. Just hours later, they had a confrontation in the street outside her apartment, her daughter safely inside.
He got really mad, went to the trunk of his car, pulled out whatever it was, and killed her right there behind her car.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our
So he was a very deranged individual. And who keeps a damn machete sword in your trunk? Just a deranged individual. So I don't have the DV hotline, but let me see if I can find it here. This goes to anyone who, because I don't want to take this is a very serious incident, you know, and so all I can really say is those of you who either are experiencing DV or you know someone who is experiencing DV, please, please, please urge and encourage them to, you know, get the help that is available. There are shelters, there are protective agencies and organizations that can really, really, really protect victims, and especially victims that have young children. Thank God, thank God, thank God. This didn't end up to be a tragic loss of the children in this case, but nonetheless, a life was lost, and it's very, very sad. And he is a very, very mentally challenged individual. And so that is just very, very sad. Very, very sad. Yeah, prayers to the family. The father, the grandmother, they're just distraught about this whole thing. And so it's just very, very sad. The next thing that we're going to move on to for this video is the death of comedian David Arnold. Do you guys know him from Instagram, from YouTube? He is the one who produced the... Can you guys hear me? Am I in the stream? Okay, I hope I am. He's the one that produced the Fuller House series that aired on Netflix a couple of years ago. He did so many different things. He was a father of 2 beautiful girls. This really rocked me. He passed away a day before my birthday, I think September 9th. And it's very, very sudden. I just remember watching a lot of his videos. Like, I'm one of the people in this dang world who I depend on comedic relief to help me through difficult times. I depend on comedians to put out and produce funny content for me to laugh at before I go to sleep. He is one of the people that I would watch frequently on Instagram through my scroll. And I was just very saddened to hear that he suddenly passed away this week. There hasn't really been, the family hasn't really come out and said anything other than confirming his death. And so we also just want to lift up, thank you guys. Thank you. We also just want to lift up his family. He often talked about his wife, Julie, in a lot of their comedy sketches. He would talk about how she would always keep leftovers in the refrigerator for days. I mean, she was like a vital part of his shows, his comedy. Like, he used his real life circumstances and encouraged his audiences. And this really hit me in a way that I did not realize it would. But yeah, may he rest in power, and may his legacy live on through his family, through his wife, through his daughters. This was really, really, really sad. So thank you for allowing me to share my condolences for this brilliant comedian and producer and this just epic talent. He was 54 years old when he died. I'm hoping that we get some more information as to like what happened. Did he have a medical condition? Like, he was he was a believer, you know. He just had a lot of things going for him. He was like at the peak and at the prime of his life. And so this sudden loss is just really, really, really crazy. So, yeah, let's switch up. So on a positive note, we have, we have Princeton College, Princeton University. Please share this news, you guys. This is new. Like, what is All Things Popcorn? Shout out to you, sis. Please subscribe to All Things Popcorn, her channel. She's an amazing, 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 amazing person. She talks about news that you can use. Well, this is news that you can use. According to the Shade Room, Princeton University is going to cover all of the college costs for students whose families earn less than $100,000. Don't you know how many students that is? I think like half of America earns less than $100,000. Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. Hey, Haiti, thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is amazing. This is like amazing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. Thank you. And if you feel like donating to the special things that we have going on here and to my personal stash, you can definitely donate to Cash Me 10. I'm accepting all birthday blessings. Yes, amen, I am. But isn't this fantastic news, you guys? This is amazing. So if you know anyone who has preparing to enter college years and who meets the qualifications and certifications or whatever is necessary to enter into Princeton College, and their finances are a barrier to them attending Princeton, please share this news with them. This is incredible. Like, they're not a historically Black college, although they do admit all races, right? Because they have to. But basically, your academic standing is the #1 qualifier for this university. So This is just great news. Next. Okay. Now, this is very, very, very peculiar, guys. This is very peculiar. Nigeria has reportedly, shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. Nigeria has reportedly seized how many? 7,000. You know I gotta talk about penises at some point, right? 7,000 penises, donkey penises at that. And these are intended to be smuggled to Hong Kong. I need to know who in the hell, like, okay, first of all, because of this trade of donkey penises, donkeys are now practically almost extinct in Nigeria. Because they're infertile. Donkeys have infertility issues as they are, right? Donkeys are made with what? Horses and zebras? Let me look it up real quick. Donkeys themselves cannot reproduce. So donkeys are a combination of, let me look it up because I don't want to, let me hold on. Donkeys are produced how? I should know this, but this is kind of trivia. Horses and, thank you, Levon, horses and mules. A donkey bred to a donkey produces a donkey. Donkeys are jacks, and they're a cross between horse, mares, and mules. That's right. So horses and mules create a donkey, but a donkey themselves cannot reproduce. So they're infertile. So what happens is, obviously, 7,000 donkey penises equates to 7,000 donkeys dead. Okay. There are few pure breeds of donkeys in the United States, where they are known by their sizes and types. There are 2 separate species of donkeys. But anyhow, this is just crazy. Like, what are they doing with the penises, though? Like, I know some cultures, like in North China, they use, they literally use all parts of the donkey to eat. They eat the intestine, they eat the head, they eat the hooves, they eat the donkey uteruses. What are they doing with the penises? Well, apparently in Hong Kong, they use the substance from the donkey penises to extract things to make skincare products, I guess. So this is very, very, what is the word? This is very crazy. This is some crazy shit, okay? That's why I'm reporting on it. I didn't know this either. But apparently there's a large demand for penises of different kinds of animals. It's very, very, very fascinating to me. And at the same time, it's very disgusting. Next. Okay. So I chose to look at this story because I have an obsession with very, very, very pretty eyebrows. I myself have had, look at Unstoppable Jojo. Thank you for joining us. You'd be surprised what's in beauty products, Andrea. I know. That's why I choose to use beauty products that I can read the ingredients. I prefer lines and brands like Beauty Counter, that Magic. I don't know what kind of magic you can produce from donkey penises. I don't know. I'm not a witch. I've never practiced witchcraft, but it's something I'd be interested in finding out for sure. For sure. True. LOL. And hey, I didn't know you like Andrea too, Unstoppable JoJo. Yes, Unstoppable JoJo is one of my subscribers too. Hello. Let's put Unstoppable JoJo's link in the chat because she's a great content creator, and Lavon as well. Marcella as well. Of course, Pichex Tae Huang as well. My Jennifer, my boo boo, he's also, I'm sorry, I don't want to misgender, going to start creating some content. Heidi, Nati, Solid Cover, Genetics team, yes, thank you for being here and for showing your support. So, can you guys see this image on here? The reason I feel like this is important to bring up is because I'm an eyebrow permanent makeup artist connoisseur. I myself am on the struggle bus and on the struggle spectrum of having, number one, thin eyebrows from tweezing them so much in high school. Secondly, my eyebrows are just so damn thin that they don't really grow. So I've had multiple permanent makeup, microblading, micro shading, micro tattooing done on my eyebrows. But here is the thing. You are a queen too. You know that, JoJo? You are a queen and a boss. You understand me? You keep shining, my baby girl. You keep shining and do your thing. So back to the eyebrows. When you're, hey Jack, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. So when you're going and you're trying to search out a professional permanent makeup or semi-permanent makeup artist, you need to vet them. You need to check out their previous work. You need to, if you're Black, you need to find out what work they've done on other Black people. Okay. Just an example. If you are in the market to get your eyebrows done, either microbladed, micro-shaded, tattooed, or other, you need to vet your artist. This right here makes no damn sense. And I'll tell you why. Before they put the needle to your eyebrow, they always will make sure that you can see the outline of where your eyebrows are being tattooed. If you see that they have completely missed your damn eyebrow and they put an extra set on the top of where your normal eyebrow should be, you need to say, hell no, and leave that establishment. Do you understand me? There's no reason why you should leave with a botched tattoo. Is Jennifer going to do videos on his channel, or is he going to do a new channel, Andrea Nelson? He's going to do videos on his own channel, and it's going to be called, oh, he said it last night, Jenny's Political Mess or something like that. Political Mess with JLS. So be on the lookout for that. Once he's got a good handle on how to run StreamYard and how to do everything, he's going to go live, and it's probably going to be on the weekends. And he'll probably he'll probably let us all know ahead of time so we can expect to see him. Hey, Miss Redhead, how you doing? Thank you. Yes, class of 2022. I know that's right. Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. Did I even say congratulations to all the graduates, whether you graduated high school, college, vocational school, whatever. Congratulations. And you know what? Don't forget, we talked about Princeton, right? Please spread this news. Anyone who wants to pursue higher learning and pursue higher education, please share this knowledge. Knowledge is power. I'd be so pissed to get my eyebrows waxed at the wrong salon once I couldn't done it myself. I know. Yes, I know. So this is a public service announcement. Like, if you have any freaking questions about who are the best eyebrow tattoo artists in California, please reach out to me, because this is something that I do like every couple of years. I get my eyebrows done. So yes, Levon, that's an excellent question. She can get this removed, but it's going to take multiple sessions of laser removal treatment for her to even correct this. This is a really, really sad case, because as you can see, even if she wants to go out and have any kind of regular eyebrow look to her face, she's got to do a whole lot of like concealer applications to cover up the extra added eyebrow that's on top of her regular set of eyebrows, because nobody wants to have a fucking a 3-inch eyebrow on top of their eyes. That's ridiculous. So she will have to definitely do multiple sessions of laser tattoo removal to correct this. I'm telling you now, there's no tattoo or permanent makeup artist that can fix this. She's got to get a lot of that removed and basically start over. So this is a sad case. And I'm sure that she's not the only person that this has happened to, but this is one of the cases that I came across this week. And I thought it was mentionable because I love tattoos. And I'm definitely a person that gets my eyebrows done. Okay, next, Zac Efron denies having plastic surgery. Damn, diggity damn. And says that his chin inquiry caused muscles in his face to grow. So he's saying that the picture on the left is his natural beauty, and the picture on the right is his face was swollen because he had a chin injury, and that's what caused his face to grow out so muscularly and all that. Well, you know what? I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on your ass, Zac Efron. I'm saying that you definitely have had some injections, some implants, or something, because look at the squareness of your chin, of how it is now compared to how it was before. There's no injury that I'm aware of, in my infinite knowledge, that explains the increase of your jawline. And I don't have anything against surgery or cosmetic enhancements of any kind, but just don't lie. Just tell the truth, okay? I meant all the content creators in the building, but hey, I'll take the shout out for students getting loans paid. Okay, yes, for sure, Miss Redhead. It's amazing. Okay, yeah, cause it's not just the job, right? And not just the chin of all. It has changed. Okay. Like, let's just be honest with what's going on. You can't pull wool over our eyes. And there's nothing that you should be embarrassed about if you want to cosmetically enhance your look or your features. But don't try to make it seem like you didn't get some enhancements and that it's an injury that caused it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No injury is going to cause you to have that kind of bulk out in your face. No. Next. Okay, so there's some other stuff that's coming up that's really, really crazy. Okay, this is just a quick one that I thought was funny. Okay, do you guys see the resemblance? This is 50 Cent going after Little Kim. Do you guys see any resemblance here, or is it just me? I mean, this is very, 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 very cold. Does anybody know what their beef was really about? Like, allegedly 50 Cent said something about Little Kim's daughter. And so Allegedly, Little Kim said something back to clock back at 50 Cent. And then allegedly 50 Cent put out this comparison image. I don't know. All I know is there is some similarities that can be seen in this photo. But I digress. It's just a very, very, very funny thing. The thing says 50, according to 50 Cent on Twitter, he says, I don't know what the hell QGTM means. At Nicki Minaj, you better light her ass up. I'm watching. She says something about the baby. I don't know, but her baby eye fucked up. LOL. Okay, so 50 Cent is saying something about her child's eye, and then he puts up this thing, this owl looking like child. It's a whole mess. 50 Cent is a troll. Okay, yes, he's been trolling for years. Like, why does he insert himself into stuff? 50, go sit down. Next. Okay, so this was one thing that I thought was very interesting. So remember how like a couple of weeks ago, we found out that Neo was an infidel, okay? We found out that he's had multiple sex partners, allegedly, outside of his marriage, and his wife of however many years divorced his ass or petitioned for or filed for divorce. And so what we have here is she decided to take him to court for alimony. And guess what? The judge denied her claims for alimony. According to the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk, they say on one, Neo asked the judge to deny Crystal Smith's spousal support in a pending divorce, claiming that she is not exactly entitled to his coins, okay? Because she was sometimes unemployed during their relationship and she benefited significantly from his social status. Okay. And then Neo claims that Crystal's alimony inquiry suggests that it could be denied. And he says that she needs to get a job. Okay. And she insistently demands that she receive their mansion that is in Georgia. This is a very messy and sticky situation. I don't know what is going to come of this couple. But it's just any day that there's a divorce, it's a sad day, okay? It's a very, very sad day. I don't know exactly what she's going to receive, but evidently she has been denied. And I said, denied any alimony. So she's not going to get paid a damn coin for all that she had to put up with, including allegedly STIs and such and such and such, okay? City Boys up 1,000, okay? Whatever that means, Gordo Poppy TV. Can you please put in the chat, what is this emoji with the sniffle face? What does that mean? I wanted to ask you that for a while, but I need you to tell me what that means. Next. Are you guys ready? Please brace yourselves because these next topics are very, 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 very disturbing. Netflix, what are you doing to us? Don't you know we need the entire seasons? So Netflix is reportedly considering to stop releasing entire seasons of its shows on premiere day. So they want to release one show at a time. No, Netflix, just keep the status quo. We don't want this change. Just stop this consideration. Whatever you think this is going to do, it's not going to work in your favor. So just leave things as they are. Next. Okay, this is what I want to know. It means I'm going to be honest, messy, and petty as fuck. Oh, okay. That's good to know because I never knew what that meant, but I've always wanted to ask you, what does that mean? Yes, no Netflix. It'll just piss us off. I know, like, what's the point? Like, why are you wanting to change it now? Like why? You make enough money. You have enough damn subscriptions. Like, what's the point of this? Just leave things as they are. We like Netflix. We like the shows. Just stop fucking with us. That's all I have to say. And excuse my language, but I'm just going to keep it real because today is about the fuck shit that's been going on in this world. And we don't need anything to change about Netflix. Next. Okay. So let's talk about Chick-fil-A. First of all, a couple of weeks ago, Chick-fil-A in Florida got cited from roaches and pests and some more stuff, okay? And now, yes, we just want to sit and binge. That's all we want to do. That's what Netflix is for. That's where Netflix and chill came from. That's it. That's all. We don't want to tune into Netflix and only be allowed to watch one episode of a new season that's been released. That's just BANANAS, okay? I don't even have Netflix. My hubby is begging for me to get it so he can watch Cobra Kai. Well, at this point, I would tell you to wait until Netflix has made a damn decision, because if they go into releasing only one episode per new season, it's going to really screw us up. Okay? Yes, exactly, Miss Redhead. The binging, that's all we want to do. We just want to sit and watch 5 seasons of a show that we love and eat our popcorn, drink our wine, or our gin and juice, or whatever the hell we have on tap, and let it be. We don't want to watch one episode a week or whatever. That's just ridiculous. Okay? So let's get back on to Chick-fil-A. Okay, so Chick-fil-A, a couple weeks ago, they had something come out in Florida where they were cited by the public health department for having damn rodents and roaches in their establishment. And so they better be lucky people still want to support them. But here's the thing. So this Black person on, I think it was Twitter or Instagram or something, was shouting. I think it must have been on Twitter. They were shouting out and asking Chick-fil-A, so you have your regular nuggets. When are you going to come out with your spicy nuggets? And so Chick-fil-A clapped back and said, listen, sir, when we get ready to launch our spicy nuggets, quote, your community, unquote, will be the first to know. So then I'm like, hold up. What do you mean your community? Are you talking about the Black community? Is that what you're saying? The Black folk will be the first to know? And so this person said, it looks like Chick-fil-A is starting to act like it ain't their pleasure no more a little bit. And I agree. What in the devil nonsense do you think you're doing, Chick-fil-A, saying your community will be the first to know? I have questions, and let me keep it real. When I used to work and have to commute, I used to go to Chick-fil-A like 3 times a week. I would get their nuggets, their spicy chicken sandwich, and a macaroni and cheese, and a cookie, and a cookies and cream shake every 3 days or every other day or whatever. No, I haven't eaten Chick-fil-A in a minute. Not that I don't like their food. It's just I just haven't had the same interest. But when things start happening like this, you know what I'm saying? It really makes me wonder what the hell is really going on. Unstoppable Joe, I got it a long time ago for a few shows that my dad wanted. We talk about Netflix. LeVon, good to see you. It's been a while. I sneak in the bushes and I like your content. Just saying. Okay. LeVon's been having some excellent content, you guys. So please go check it out. Even if you can't catch the live, catch the replay. I get it, Peach. Right? Thank you, Miss Redhead. You're welcome at any time. Okay. Yes. This is crazy news. This is crazy news. My name is JoJo and I've never eaten Chick-fil-A. JoJo, I would say you're missing out, but these days there's plenty of other establishments that cook food better than Chick-fil-A does. Okay. Wow. I love their nuggets and stuff with JoJo. So this is the whole thing. Like, we like Chick-fil-A, and I guess this person was like, when are you going to serve spicy nuggets. And they were like, your community, trust me, will be the first to know. First of all, don't say your community, because that's very offensive. Just Chick-fil-A, you're digging yourself in a hole, man. You're digging yourself in a hole, and you need to do better with your communications, because everybody's going to cap on your ass because of these damn comments. I haven't eaten at Chick-fil-A in 4 years. See, Carol, it's been less than a year for me. I know I've gone to Chick-fil-A at least once or twice in the last year. I'm not even going to front. I live in a small town and nowhere near me. So look, they just built a Chick-fil-A like 2 years ago in my city. I would have to go all the way like 45 miles outside of my city just to get Chick-fil-A. I'm not even kidding. Do y'all remember when Candy when Ham on Chick-fil-A? See, I don't watch Housewives, so I don't really recall that. But you can definitely fill us in, Levon, because that will be something good to talk about. So Chick-fil-A, watch it back and watch your damn tweets, okay? Because people were taking screenshots, and it's starting to feel like it ain't your pleasure no more a little bit. Okay? So watch your damn back and watch your damn tweets. Next! Okay! This is the main event of this damn live. This mofo thought he got away with something. Let me go to this little thing here. And we're going to share this little thing. Let's see what we're going to do here. 1 second. Because this little cheapskate thought he got away with something, and he really didn't.
Everything happened in the middle of this road a little before noon today after a fight broke out between the victim and the suspect outside one of these apartment units. A woman beheaded in broad daylight and in plain view, leaving the San Carlos neighborhood in disbelief, and 2 children without a mother.
It was kind of a shock, you know. This is a nice neighborhood, so it was a shock.
Chappelle tells us he knew both the victim and the suspect and says they moved into this neighborhood near Magnolia and Laurel Street about 3 years ago.
They seemed like they loved each other.
Investigators have identified the suspect as Jose Landaeta Solano. They tell us he has an extensive and violent criminal past and a history of mental illness. He was arrested near the scene with the help of witnesses.
When our deputies responded to the scene and started to process the scene, it's my understanding that he was contacted in the area, in the surrounding area, but he was not at the immediate scene.
What was that? I done pulled around and put the wrong video. Hold on a second. Let's show this video. Here it is.
Walters Elementary School principal Brian Volhart shoved a student with special needs in June. The boy's guardian, Anne Frank, says Volhart called her and said the 10-year-old assaulted him and she should come pick up the boy. Almost immediately, the boy told Miss Frank it was the principal who was violent and knocked him to the ground. It took 3 months before Fresno Unified shared this video with Miss Frank, and she saw exactly what happened.
You cannot put force to these kids like that. My son is autistic. And any parent seeing this video, they know what I'm feeling right now. My son was pushed with force by this principal who was supposed to protect him.
Fresno Unified put Volhart on administrative leave within a couple days, and he resigned during the investigation. Superintendent Bob Nelson called Volhart's behavior repugnant, and he said the video could be triggering, especially for the African American community seeing a white principal shoving a black 10-year-old boy.
While there's been zero information to lead us to believe that this was a racially motivated altercation, we are not blind to the fact that racial dynamics are always present.
Ms. Frank didn't blame the incident on racism, but she said Volhart frequently bullied her boy and tried to provoke him. The district is offering resources for students, families, and teachers who are bothered by what they saw. They also notified the California Commission on Teacher Credentialing about Volhart's behavior.
And we don't believe that any K-12 district should tolerate this kind of behavior. However, we don't make that decision for other districts. The state does.
Golden Plains Unified made the decision to hire Volhart as a Tranquility High School vice principal shortly after he left Fresno Unified. CTC's website shows Volhart has an active certificate and no adverse reports. He even has a specialized certification for handling students with autism.
He don't deserve to work in anybody else's school if he's working in one. He don't need to handle nobody else's kids. Who's to say how many other kids that he have done this to?
Volhart hung up when I called him and identified myself as an ABC 30 reporter, but he has talked to police about the incident. An arrest warrant affidavit shows he said the boy was yelling and getting in his face. Volhart said the boy made fists and pressed them against the principal, which caused him to shove the victim. The case lingered for months at the Fresno Police Department until the victim's guardian complained 2 weeks ago about the lack of charges. Chief Paco Balderrama says he's upset he didn't see the video until a couple days ago, and he's implementing changes so even misdemeanor violence gets reviewed by a supervisor. Golden Plains Unified administrators told me late today they found out about the incident yesterday. They saw the video today with everyone else. They placed Volhart on administration.
Son of a bitch! How you gonna put... Okay, let me calm down. Hold on. Let me go on mute for a second. One moment. See, sometimes I lash out uncontrollably. I really try to maintain my cool, but you put your fucking hands on a child, you don't get arrested, you don't get fired, you get hired as a vice principal at another school, and your certificate for dealing with autistic students remains. You have nothing negative on your file. Is it because you're white? Or is it because you have privilege? What in the entire... See, this kind of shit makes me mad. See, this is some, let me read your comments. Let me read your comments so I can calm down. Because I'm pissed. This damn, okay, Brian Volhart, you piece of shit. How are you going to put your hands on one of your students? You're supposed to protect your students. And then you're going to claim that they put a fist up towards you. Aren't you the adult? Aren't you the one to set the example for him? We saw it very clearly, which is, I bet your breath stinks. We saw it very clearly. You shoved that child in the face, in the throat. You put your hands on someone else's child. And you should be in jail. Oh, my God, my God, my God, today. Help me today. Help me today. Yeah. And this happened in June, no less. It's September. This guardian of this child, she had to advocate for him over and over and over just to get justice for this child. I hope he gets his whole throat knocked out. And I mean that. I know the Bible says vengeance is mine, says the Lord. But I hope he gets his whole throat pissed on and knocked out. I really do. I really, really do. And I mean that. Of course he hung up because he's guilty. So he allegedly resigned. And then he got hired as a vice principal at a different high school. Like, who would hire this man knowing that he puts his hands on students? And this is not the first account of him doing this. That's the fucking issue that I have. This has happened before. And it went undetected and covered up. Why? If this was okay, I'm not going to bring race into it, but if this was a black man that did this to a white student, what do you think would have happened to him? You think he would have been in cuffs by now? You think he would have been under the jail by now? Yes, I damn do think so. Yes, Levon, kids are innocent. And he shoved this child that has special needs in the face and in the throat and was all up in this child's face. If you're not with their program, they want you out. I ain't going. Miss Redhead, you telling the truth. So let's recap this thing. He's the white principal. The California Commission on Teacher Credentialing says, what do they say? Oh, it's not our problem. It's the state's problem. Girl, get your behind away from the microphone if you're not going to be advocating for this child. Get your behind away from the microphone if you're going to say this is not our problem, this is someone else's problem, when a child was harmed by one of your employees. Okay? I'm upset about this because I don't fucking play around when it comes to children. I just don't. You don't have your right to put your hands and your fucking dirty, probably nicotine-stained fingertips on anyone else's child. You just don't. So I'm really, really hoping that karma comes his way. And yes, I'm screaming and ranting. Yes, I sure the fuck am. Because this is terrible. This is terrible. This is a young black child who has autism, who does not deserve to be shoved and punched in the neck by this. See. I want to go off on this damn person, but I'm going to try to maintain my composure because I'm on live, but I was so upset when I read this. Well, whose problem is it then? Please tell me, and please tell the child's parents, why did he get allowed to be hired in another school district at another school and have the certification of what did it say? Freaking that he specializes with kids who with special needs. I'm sure his specialization is putting paws on children. I'm sure that's what his specialization is. Putting his damn nicotine-stained paws on innocent children. He does not deserve to have any position at any school in California or in this nation, period. And that's my not so humble opinion, okay? Hey, Pamela, so good to see you. I love you. So good to see you. Levon. Why did I call you LeBron? I teach kids karate, so sometimes kids were put in there for behavior issues. If you're a teacher, you're in that position. If you hate your job, then leave. Most kids can't be talked to, so be responsible. I agree, Levon. Please be responsible, especially when you're dealing with other people's children. There's no excuse. And kudos, and I give a huge shout out to Anne Frank, the caregiver of this child. I don't know if she was the foster parent, the guardian. I don't know what her status is as his caregiver. But evidently, this happened in June, and she's just now in September finally being able to seek justice on this reprehensible act that was done on this minor. I will show this video one more time for people that are just coming in, and then I'm going to get my ass off this YouTube because I think I've screamed enough.
Walters Elementary School principal Brian Volhart shoved a student with special needs in June. The boy's guardian, Anne Frank, says Volhart called her and said the 10-year-old assaulted him and she should come pick up the boy. Almost immediately, the boy told Miss Frank it was the principal who was violent and knocked him to the ground. It took 3 months before Fresno Unified shared this video with Miss Frank, and she saw exactly what happened.
You cannot put force to these kids like that. My son is autistic. And any parent seeing this video, they know what I'm feeling right now. My son was pushed with force by this principal who was supposed to protect him.
Fresno Unified put Volhart on administrative leave within a couple days, and he resigned during the investigation. Superintendent Bob Nelson called Volhart's behavior repugnant, and he said the video could be triggering, especially for the African American community seeing a white principal shoving a black 10-year-old boy.
While there's been zero information to lead us to believe that this was a racially motivated altercation, we are not blind to the fact that racial dynamics are always present.
Ms. Frank didn't blame the incident on racism, but she said Volhart frequently bullied her boy and tried to provoke him. The district is offering resources for students, families, and teachers who are bothered by what they saw. They also notified the California Commission on Teacher Credentialing about Volhart's behavior.
And we don't believe that any K-12 district should tolerate this kind of behavior. However, we don't make that decision for other districts. The state does.
Golden Plains Unified made the decision to hire Volhart as a Tranquility High School vice principal shortly after he left Fresno Unified. CTC's website shows Volhart has an active certificate and no adverse reports. He even has a specialized certification for handling students with autism.
He don't deserve to work in anybody else's school if he's working in one. He don't need to handle nobody else's kids. Who's to say how many other kids that he have done this to?
Volhart hung up when I called him and identified myself as an ABC 30 reporter, but he has talked to police about the incident. An arrest warrant affidavit shows he said the boy was yelling and getting in his face. Volhart said the boy made fists and pressed them against the principal, which caused him to shove the victim. The case lingered for months at the Fresno Police Department until the victim's guardian complained 2 weeks ago about the lack of charges. Chief Paco Balderrama says he's upset he didn't see the video until a couple days ago, and he's implementing changes so even misdemeanor violence gets reviewed by a supervisor. Golden Plains Unified administrators told me late today they found out about the incident yesterday. They saw the video today with everyone else. They placed Volhart on admission.
He's a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Yes, he is. So he was placed on administrative leave and resigned during the administrative leave, which means he was still getting paid. The dang commissioner said, I understand, and he is not my cousin. He said, I understand this may have been triggering for African Americans, considering that this was a white principal who put his damn fucking hands on a child. You're damn right it's triggering you, okay? Anyways, I didn't seem like that boy was yelling or doing fists, and even if he did, it still doesn't warrant it. Exactly, Peach. Exactly, Miss Peach. And to top it off, this parent has been saying that this principal has been bullying this child for some time. Okay, which is just unacceptable. And this person said, we know that it's a community. We know that there is racial dynamics that needs to be addressed in this situation. You're damn right, there's racial dynamics. Because where did we see him doing this to any other student besides this young special needs child? Okay, I don't think we saw it. Go to hell, you fucking bitch. Anyway, let's move on because we have 2 more things to talk about. And I'm going to stop cussing, but this alcohol has really got me feeling really loose, okay? Hashtag loose. R. Kelly, what's going on, you dig, bitch? from R. Kelly's jail commissary, commissary. And it will be held for victims. Okay. And so that leaves you dumb ditty with a balance of $500. You're a freaking idiot. How do you think you can have $27,000 in your prison commissary when you owe so many people money because of your heinous acts and negligence and sexual misconduct? You are an idiot. And I don't feel sorry for your black ass. I don't feel sorry for you. Next. So enjoy your $500. Okay. Whatever that can buy you. Enjoy that. Okay. Be smart about yourself. You claim that you're broke. You claim that you can't pay your victims in their civil suits, but you got $27,000 in your books? You a damn fool. Next. Okay, so this is a serious topic, you guys, and the second to last before we end this live. Schools are warning parents and staff about colored candy that has been laced with fentanyl. Somebody had an overdose, a fentanyl-induced overdose because of these dang drugs. Who are giving these 13 and 12-year-old kids these dang drugs to take to school? This is a serious, serious problem. If you guys haven't already been informed about this other YouTube channel, it's called AML Films. I want you guys to check him out. He does extensive documentaries on the problem and the seriousness of the fentanyl epidemic that we are faced with in this nation, particularly in Kensington, Philadelphia. It's really, 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 really getting, and it has so guys to really be on the lookout. If you have young children, Jules at school, I really need you all to talk about the dangers of this drug with them, because this is crazy shit. This is why on this Andrea Nelson's channel, because it's very, 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 very serious, and it's a very serious epidemic that's happening, and now we're seeing that our young children are being affected. Their innocence is being exploited, and there's just danger. So it's very, very important that you spread the word about this that we're facing. Parents, please talk to your school-age children about this problem, because I don't want any children to from accidental overdose because people are pushing these drugs into schools. It's a very, very serious problem. So thank you, Peach. I love you so much, and thank you so much for sharing. Please check out AML Films. He's someone that I've been watching for like at least a year, and some of the stories are really triggering. I'm not gonna lie, but it's very informative. If you are unaware of this particular problem. Next. Okay. Now I want to end this video on something that is very, 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 very crazy. Thank you, my love. Very, 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 very crazy. Okay, so this title said, and shout out to all my Instagram people that I follow, the Neighborhood Talk, the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, where I kind of get just a preview of some of these very, very hot topics and stories that I like look into. And anyway, so here we are. The Subway employee allegedly put feces on a customer sandwich. We don't know if it was her own feces, if it was a dog or cat feces. We don't know. But what we do know is that the customer said, ugh. I'm sorry, oh, God, help me, God, help me. The customer says she smelled her sandwich and it smelled like sewage. That would have been the first sign to me not to take a bite of the damn sandwich. If your sandwich smells like sewage, first of all, when you go to Subway, that's what I'm saying. I also love a channel called Queen Cindy. She does some streams on addiction. Thank you. Post a link in the chat, Peach, if you can find it. First of all, when you go to Subway, you can you can see what they're putting on your sandwich. Second of all, if you get into the car and your sandwich and the inside of your car starts smelling like sewage, wouldn't you think not to bite the sandwich? This person ended up eating bites of the sandwich that contained whatever kind of feces it was, whether it was human feces, dog or cat feces, monkey feces, whatever the hell kind of feces it was. She ended up taking a bite of the sandwich and digesting the shit. Literally, the shit, the feces, the fecal matter, the protuberance, whatever. Like, she ate it, my nigga. Okay? I don't know if this picture is showing the Subway employee or the customer. I do not know. The only thing I do know is that somebody ate somebody else's shit. That's all I know. And that's just disgusting. So the police came and took some samples. They're going to determine if it was human feces, dog feces, cat feces, monkey feces, whale feces, whoever and whatever feces it is. They're going to make that determination and try to prosecute from there. But I'm saying, folks, this is kind of sometimes like why I choose to make my own meals at home, even if I'm feeling lazy, even if I'm just like, now I do go to Farmer Boys. I go to Farmer Boys frequently. They have wholesome meals. I trust what they put in their ingredients and into their food. I do go to Starbucks. I trust the coffee that I'm drinking. I trust the oat milk is really oat milk and not semen or something like that. I trust that any kind of whipped cream is actually whipped cream and not any kind of foreign substance in the white sauce or whatever. However, if you fucking smell your sandwich and it smells like sewage, you don't take a bite out of it. You definitely don't eat it and swallow it and then get sick. Like, this is disgusting. And for this employee to do this, where did she get the feces from? Did she collect it? Like, when she went on the toilet, did she put something under her ass and collect it and then like smear it on someone's sandwich or like smear it or mix it into something? Like, I don't know, like I don't know the details, but all I'm saying is there's too much going on, guys. This Subway employee allegedly, which we do believe that it wasn't alleged that it actually happened, but we're saying allegedly until the police come out with their report that she put some kind of feces, fecal matter of some, excuse me. She put some kind of damn fecal matter. Okay, I'm trying not to vomit on somebody's damn sandwich. This is gross, you guys. What kind of world do we live in when this kind of stuff happens? And look at the police officer with his little purple gloves. And he's got to take samples of this damn sandwich with the shit in it to take it to a lab and determine what kind of feces some idiot put in a customer's sandwich. And this is the kicker that kicks me in the heart. She smelled the sandwich. It smelled like sewage. And then she proceeded to take a bite or multiple bites. She said there was something funny and fishy and smelly and disgusting about the sandwich. So she wrapped it back up. And then she took it home. And she took another several bites. And then, while it smelled like sewage, mind you, and then she opened it up and saw the human feces or dog feces or whatever the kind of feces. And then she made the report. Don't eat anything that smells like shit. Do you know what kind of danger you're putting yourself in? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you, Peach X Taehyung, for putting this channel in here. I appreciate it. Unstoppable Jojo says, I remember when I was in elementary school, candy was passed out and laced with ecstasy, and it was the late 1990s. This is really, really sad. I believe you, though. I definitely believe you. It's so sad that people put that stuff in candy when they know kids will eat it, and it's already bad enough if it's just adults. That's the thing. With that fentanyl incident, one of the supervisors at the school ended up being hospitalized because of accidental overdose, because of what was contained in the child's backpack. And the child was the one carrying this substance around. Who knows how many kids he gave it to? This is dangerous, you guys. Yeah, I only go to Starbucks and a couple other places. I don't go to random places or anything. Yeah, you can't. And you got to inspect your stuff, guys. Like, this is the world we live in now. Like, if you can, to the best of your ability, try to make your stuff at home. I struggle with it too, but there's, again, only certain places that I go to. And in fact, I do go to Subway sometimes. At one point, they had, what was it? It's like a steak, sweet onion steak teriyaki sandwich. But again, what's the steak made of? You know what I'm saying? These are things that we don't even know. I remember years ago, maybe 10 or 20 years ago, the Jared person was a child molester, and he was a spokesperson for Subway. So again, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Exactly, Peach. Our classmate got expelled. And a lot of us had to ride out that wave. Like, what the fuck? Would you do it after you could smell that? That's what I'm saying. She herself, the customer said it smelled like sewage, but then you take a bite. And then you take another bite when you get home, and you finally, when you get home, open it up, like, to see the human feces smeared on your damn sandwich. I am done. I am so done. Yeah, I go to Subway too. I get the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich. See? But look, Miranda, look. Have you tried the sweet onion steak teriyaki? Because that sandwich is bomb with the little provolone cheese and the bell peppers. But again, you can watch what they're putting in your sandwich. If you see them smearing something brown, trying to make you clown, like, don't fucking eat it, and definitely don't pay for it. Pay for it, let them put it in the bag, you take it home, you take a bite, and you're smelling this shit. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. You guys, I had a good time here. This has been real. This has been very, very real. Thank you so much for entertaining me and letting me go on and on about my little antics. It is time for me to actually go to bed. Okay. And I know I can only eat certain foods, sadly, Andrea. Oh, I see. So chicken, you got to stick with chicken. Okay, I get it. I love you so much, Levon. Pete, shout out to you, Unstoppable Jojo, Jack, who came, my baby and my love, my friend Carol, Pam, Miss Redhead, Gordo Poppy TV, Carol. I love you all so much. If I missed anyone, please forgive me. But I really did enjoy this little time with you all. I thank you for allowing me to come on here and rant. I know I did a lot of screaming. I know I did. Please forgive me. But this kind of stuff, you know, especially with the school teacher, you know, punching the little child, that kind of stuff pisses me off. And it's healthy to express your emotions in a safe place. And I beg your pardon, my own YouTube channel is a safe space, not just for me to express my concerns, but also for you. So go ahead and please, thank you so much. Please hit the like button. it's time to go. I'm on to Jimmy John's. Oh, okay. I haven't had Subway in like 8 years. You know what? I've heard of Jimmy John's. I've heard of Jersey Mike's. And you know what other sub place that I like that I have been to, but it's been a few years, is Firehouse Subs. They have really good sandwiches. And I've gotten a chance to eat them when we've done like catered events and stuff like that. But yeah, just be on the lookout, guys. This is really the craziest world that we have ever lived in, and it's just going to get crazier. So of course we will be back with what kind of crazy shit happened this week. I'm looking forward to episode 3. This is only episode 2. So I love you all so much. I love Firehouse, and the money goes to local firemen and firehouses. Oh, see, I didn't even know that part. See, that makes me feel a lot better. I love that. Thank you for telling us all that. Thank you. Great live. Take care of you all. Thank you, Miss Redhead. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing broadcast. Remember, everything said is alleged and in my opinion only. I just share the things that are near and dear to my own heart, things that make me tick. And I certainly appreciate all of you all being a great part of this. Where's my little thing? So I love you all so much. And I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I hope your day and your week starts off so well. I really, really do. Please remember to, especially this week and every week, please remember to practice abundant self-care. What does that look like for you? What do you do for self-care? Please make sure you do something today and every day that makes you happy and that feeds and nourishes your own spirit and your own beautiful soul. Please make sure that you are kind to yourselves. Have a lot of compassion for yourselves and be kind to others because it goes a long way. Please smile at a stranger as well. You never know if you're entertaining one of God's angels. Or someone just might need your smile. You never know. All right. I do love you so much. And I can't wait. I seriously can't wait to come back and spend some more time with you. If you would be so kind to like this video, share, make a comment in the replay, and of course, did I say like the video? Obviously like the video. Okay? I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next live. You guys watch my my favorite granny number 2, and I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.
Do it if you want to, share.
Tell you what, I know a way you won't even have to do radiation.
Yeah.
Try a holistic route.
What did she say? Holistic? Who's a hoe? Don't call, I got off the camera, but don't call me no fucking hoe.
I'm not hollering.
Because I'm not a hoe, and I'm not on the list for a hoe. So don't fuck with me. You got the wrong goddamn motherfucker. Now do it if you want to, share.